Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about one more data structure by name threaded binary trees. To understand the concept of threaded binary trees, you should be familiar with the concept of binary trees. So I would suggest please go through the video of binary trees and then it will be easy to understand the concept of threaded binary trees. So before directly going to threaded binary trees, let us see the drawback about the binary tree. So for that instance, let me take an example of a binary tree. Now this is a binary tree. We know that the definition of binary tree states that each node can have max of 2 children. Now if you observe this binary tree, now this binary tree can be represented in the form of an array or it can be represented in the form of a linked list. So let me go for the least representation of this particular binary tree. So this is my root node. So if I represent this binary tree in the least representation, so in the least representation, we know that each node has 3 fields. One is the data field, wherein the information is stored, and 2 more fields, the left and the right, which stores the address of the left child as well as the address of the right child. So if you see clearly, this node is having 3 fields. One is the data field where the information is stored. Now I am assuming that the information or the key is 10. Now this is the left address which holds the address of one more node wherein information 5 is there. Now right of 10 is 2. Now left of 5 is 7. Left of right of 5 is 15. Now right of 2 is 7. Sorry, it's 9. Now 7, 15 and 9 are leaf nodes. So their left address and the right will be holding null. Similarly, 2 is an internal node but it does not have a left child. So the left address will be stored null. So totally in this particular binary tree, the number of nodes, let me denote the number of nodes as n. Therefore, there are 6 nodes in this particular binary tree and number of null addresses. How many null addresses are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So rather than saying it as 7, I can call it as it is n plus 1. Okay, that is my 7th. So in general, if there is a binary tree of n nodes, you can note that the number of null addresses that will be stored in the least representation will be 7. Now what we can do, rather than storing the address field as null, we will store the address of, in case of a threaded binary tree, rather than storing null, we will be storing the address of some node in the binary tree. Then such a binary tree is called as a threaded binary tree. Note that in case of a threaded binary tree, none of the address field will be storing null. Either the address field will be storing the address of the predecessor node or the address field will be storing the address of the successor node. Depending upon what we are storing in the address field, we can classify this threaded binary tree is threaded binary tree classification can be left threaded binary trees, in case of left threaded binary trees, that is in the left addresses, we will store the address of the predecessor node. We will store the address of predecessor node will be stored. Now the second classification I can call it as the right threaded binary trees. In case of right threaded binary trees, we will be storing the address of the successor node. We will be storing the address of the successor node in the right address. Now here in case of left threaded binary trees, we will be storing the addresses of the predecessor node in the left address. And the third classification I can say it is, let me call it as fully threaded binary trees. Fully threaded binary trees, wherein both will store the predecessor node address in the left field and the successor node address will be stored in the right field. That is, both predecessor node will be stored in left and the successor node address will be stored in the right. So this is about the classification of threaded binary trees. So what is threaded binary trees? Threaded binary tree is a binary tree wherein the address fields will either hold or I can say it is not just either. If it is a left threaded binary tree, it will hold only the address of the predecessor node. If it is a right threaded binary tree, it will hold the address of the successor node. It's a binary tree wherein the address field will either hold the address of the successor node or the predecessor node in the address field. That is, as in case of a binary tree, if you see that there is a null address stored in either the left address or in the right address, that will not be there in case of a threaded binary trees. We'll quickly see. So let me rub this. So this was the classification with respect to the whether we are storing the addresses in the left address or in the right address. Now so this was my root node. Now to get the predecessor node or the successor node, I should be aware of the traversal, because only in case of any traversal method, I can say that 2 is the successor of node 5 or 10 is the predecessor of node 5, something like that. So based on that, the threaded binary trees can be further classified as in order threaded binary trees. The second one, I can call it as the pre-order threaded binary trees, and lastly the post-order threaded binary trees. So please note that in each of this category, in order threaded binary trees, pre-order threaded binary trees and post-order threaded binary trees, in each of this we will have further classification as the left threaded binary trees, the right threaded binary trees or fully threaded binary trees. Now I will take only one thing. I will explain the threaded binary trees with respect to in order. The same thing applies to the other two. So first I will take the in order traversal. So what is the in-order traversal for this particular tree? No, we know that in case of the in-order traversal, first is the left, then the node, and then is the right. So in-order traversal for this is 7, 5, 15, 10, 2, and 9. So this is the in-order traversal for this. Now, if I want to come up with the left-threaded binary trees, left-threaded, okay, I'll write it as a left in-order threaded binary tree. So I am worried only about the left address because it is the left in-order threaded binary trees. Now what I will do, I'll maybe wherever there is null in the left address, I have to change. So left of node 7. Okay, node 7. If I note that in case of left, I need to store the predecessor. So which is the predecessor of node 7? Node 7 does not have any predecessor at all. If you see, node 7 does not have any predecessor. Right now, don't store any address here. Now go to node 15. Node 15 predecessor is 5. So in case of this left address of 15, I will make it to hold the address of 5 because predecessor of 15 is 5. Now predecessor of 9. So which is the predecessor of 9 is a 2. So I will make the left of node 9 to hold the address of 2. Now there is one more null in node 2. Predecessor of 2 is node 10. So node 2 left address is pointing to 10 because 10 is the predecessor of node 2. Now coming to predecessor of node 7. Node 7 does not have any predecessor. So what we will do is we will create a head node. And generally this head of left will always be pointing to root node. Please note that head of left will always be pointing to root node and head of right will be pointing to itself. So what is the reference? Reference is root node. Root node address is there in head of left. Now this 7 left address will now be pointing, now you can point to header node. So this is about the left in-order threaded binary tree. Hope this is clear. Note that in case of left in-order threaded binary trees, the left address of each node will be pointing to its predecessor. Now coming to the second category. Second category is right in order threaded binary trees. Now what I will do, whatever left have done here marking, so this was my binary tree. Now the right in order threaded binary trees. So I should be worried about only the right addresses. Now how many null right addresses are there? There are 3 null right addresses. So first I will go for node 7. Now node 7 right address, instead of null, it should hold. The meaning of right means it should hold the address of its successor. So in the in order traversal, which is the successor of node 7? Node 7 successor is 5. So instead of storing null here, now the right of 7 should hold the address of its successor. Its successor is 5. Similarly for node 15. Node 15 right address was null. Now its right address, now it should point to its successor. Node 15 successor is 10, so now it should point to 10. Now coming to 9. Is there any successor to node 9? There is no successor. So if there are no successor, then its right field should be pointing to the header node. As similar to what we have done in the previous case. In the previous case, left of 7, there was no predecessor to 7. So we had pointed the left of 7 to the head. So in the same way, as node 9 does not have any successor, I am holding the address of the header node in the right of node 9. So this was about the right in-ordered threaded binary trees. Now, as I told, there is one more category. The third category was fully threaded, fully in-order threaded binary trees. Same thing. This was left. This was right threaded binary tree. Now make even the left. No, okay. In order successor for node 7. There was no in order predecessor. So this should also point to head node. Now what about 15 left? 15 left. Node 15 left predecessor is 5. So this should hold the address of node 5. Now 9, predecessor of 9 is 2. Similarly, predecessor of 2 is 10. So this is about the fully threaded binary trees, fully in-order threaded binary trees. The same thing applies even for the pre-order as well as the post-order. But make sure that if you are doing a threaded binary tree with respect to post-order, you should consider the post-order traversal. If you are constructing a threaded binary tree with respect to pre-order, you should take pre-order traversal into consideration. Whether it is whether you are storing the information in the left address, or whether you are storing the information in the right address, or whether you are storing the information of both left and right, it can be further classified, as I told, into left order, right order, and fully ordered threaded binary trees. Hope this is clear. This was about the threaded binary trees. So one more important thing about threaded binary trees is, while implementing this threaded binary trees, so this was in general, whenever we are implementing any binary tree or binary search tree, we have made sure that each node has 3 fields. The first field was the information field, where the information was stored or the data was stored, and this 2 address field, one address field holding the address of the left child and one more address field holding the address of the right child. So coming to the structure definition to represent a node in a threaded binary tree. So this may be with respect to integer. So data part, let me take it as int data. Struct node star left. This left holds the address of the left child. Struct node star right. This right holds the address of the right child. So this is what we have done here. Now, generally, while implementing, to make the traversal operation easy, we have 2 more fields in the structure definition of the node. One field called as int L flag, and one more int R flag. This integer member L flag and R flag can either have values zeros or 1. If 0 is there, so if a flag is 0, then it implies that there is no children to it. Okay. If it is set to 1, it implies that there is a children. This is the meaning of this flag. Okay. Either this L flag or R flag can have values either as 0 or 1. If it is 0, it implies that there are no children. If it is 1, it implies that there is a children. So what we'll do, I'll consider this. Maybe just take down this 10, 5, 2, 9, 7, 15. So first is 10. 10 left address, right address. 10 left address, right address. So whether 10, no 10 has a left child as well as a right child? Yes. So this has to be 1. The left flag, this is left flag and this is right flag. Left flag is having a value of 1 and right flag is having a value of 1. It implies that there is, if it is 1, there is a children. Now, five left address, right address. Whether 5 has a left child and a right child? Yes. So its value is 1. Next is 2. This is left address. This is right address. 2 has a right child? Yes. So therefore it is 1. 2 does not have a left child, therefore it is 0. Now 5 has a left child as well as it has a right child. Left child is 7, that is the information part. Left address, right address. 7 does not have a left child nor it has a right child, so it is 0 and 0. Now 15 similarly does not have a left child and a right child, therefore it is 0 and 0 here. Now 9 does not have a left child, does not have a right child. Now to make it as a threaded tree, let me have, this is my head, this is my head, so this is head of left, as I told, generally, okay, head of left should point to the root node. This was my root node. This was my root node. Left child is there, therefore I will make it as, I will use the same structure definition even for header also. Now, head of right, it is not pointing. Head of right is pointing to itself. Note that head of right is pointing to itself. So, is pointing to itself. That means the address is occupied. Okay, the address of, so I'll store 1 here because head of right is pointing to itself. There is an address stored. So if there is an address, it implies 1. If there is no address, it implies 0. Now, to make this as a threaded binary tree, so what I am supposed to do? So what is the in-order traversal? Let me write in-order traversal once again. 7, 5, 15, 10 to 9. 7 does not have a left child, so it should be pointing to head. Now 15 should left should point to 5. Next 9 left should point to 2. 2 left should point to 10. 2 left should point to 10. That was left. Coming to right, 7 right, its successor is 5. So this 15 right should point to 10. 15 right should point to 10. Now 9 right, 9 successor is not there, so it should point to head. So it is pointing to head. So this is about the threaded binary trees with 2 additional members. Note that the additional members are integer members, L flag and R flag. Okay, L flag, it can either have values zeros or 1. If it is 0, then it implies that, okay, in its address field nothing is there. Okay, if it is 1, it implies that there is a children. Or I can say if it is 0, there are no children, and 1, there is a children. Now, let us come up with an function to perform the in-order traversal, on a in-order threaded binary trees. Yeah, this is about the in-order traversal in the threaded binary trees. I have taken the function name as in-order, and the reference to my function is this header node. Is this a header node? Now, first thing that I have done is I have taken a temporary variable temp, and this temp is holding the address of the root node. That is, temp is equal to head of left. I know that head of left is pointing to root node, so I have made temp is equal to head of left. I have taken a do while statement. First thing is, in case of in-order traversal, I know that I should come to the leftmost part of the tree. So the leftmost part of the tree is 7. So I have done while temp of L flag is not equal to 0. So initially temp is here. Temp of L flag is 1. Okay, is not equal to 0. Move temp to left. I have moved temp to left side. Now temp of L flag is not 0. I have moved temp here. Now temp is pointing to node 7. So first I am printing. Printf temp of data. So this was my temp. 7 gets printed. So this was my temp. Now while temp of R flag is equal to 0. Now if you see, temp of R flag is 0. Now what I have done is temp is equal to temp of right. Now what is there in temp of right? Temp of right is is this node 5. Now I am checking whether if temp is equal to head, return. So this is my temp right now. So whether this temp is head, no, it is not head. Now I am coming to this part. Print temp of data. So temp of data 5 gets printed. 5 gets printed. Now this is in a while loop. It is going to print temp. It is going to check temp of R flag is equal to 0. Now whether temp of R flag is 0, it is not 0. So this condition fails. Now I will come out of this while statement. Temp is equal to temp of right. Now my temp of right is this node. Temp is equal to temp of right. I came here. Now as this is in a do while loop, it is going to check whether temp is equal to him and temp is not equal to head. So I will go back. While temp of R flag not equal to 0. Temp of R flag is 0 now. Is 0. So this thing will not be executed. Directly it will print a temp of data. Temp of data 15 gets printed. 15 gets printed, and then it is going to check temp of R flag is equal to 0. Temp of R flag is equal to 0. Yes, condition is true. Temp is equal to temp of right. What is there in this temp of right? It is the address of node 10. Okay, that is the root node. Now it is going to check if temp is equal to head, temp is not head. Then it is going to printf temp of data. So it prints 10. It prints 10. And then once again it is going to check if temp of R flag is equal to 0. Temp of R flag is 0. No, it is not 0. It is a 1. It is a 1. So once again the loop will be executed. On execution, okay, you'll find that 2 and 9 gets printed. So this is about the in-order traversal in the threaded binary trees. Hope this is clear. Thank you.